Welcome, cookbook friends. We are going to be looking through the Food of Sichuan. I have not cooked out of this cookbook yet. We're going to look through this together. I was actually talking about how I follow a lot of people that make Sichuan food on TikTok and stuff like that, and I realized that I actually haven't looked through a cookbook specifically about Sichuan cooking, so I looked it up. This looks very comprehensive. It's a very large book. Here's our table of contents. In the very beginning, it does talk about pantry staples, just what defines Sichuan cooking versus other Chinese cooking, and what our table might look like, kitchen, all that stuff. Here are our main dishes: soups, vegetarian meats, cold soup, all kinds of stuff. And there are pictures throughout featuring just the Sichuan region of China, plus the foods. Sometimes there's some illustrations as well. And it's just a really good, very comprehensive cookbook. So let's look through this together. Fish fragrant cold chicken. So here is English, and then here we have our Chinese. Then we have a description of the dish itself. So it does have some history sometimes when I'm reading through this. A lot of it does talk about like the flavor profiles you're going to find, or if you are trying to pair things, some dishes have, hey, you can cook this dish with another dish on this page. So here's our list of ingredients, and it's divided what it looks like. Here we have for the sauce, and then we just have chicken separately on the very top here. So we'll see how the rest of the cookbook lays out, if it's similar to that, where everything's pretty separated. We have notes, 2 variations. So it's not just a trick pony. It's like there's so many different ways to prepare these dishes, which is very cool. Here we have cold fish and spicy soy. Yum. Or spicy sauce. This looks really good. The directions right here, it's not numbered, but it's just pretty straightforward. Each paragraph is another step. So just so you're aware, if you are somebody that needs the numbers to kind of keep things clear, just be careful when you're reading through it. Here we have Old Arabian cold beef with a spicy dressing. Yum. I've never even heard of this before. It looks really good. So let's move on a little further. This is a North Sichuan cool starch jelly. So there is a mix. No, it's not a mix of sweet and savory dishes. It looks like there is maybe this is cold dishes. I'll have to look at this a little further. Yes, it's cold dishes. It says right here on the very bottom. Hey, there we go. Now you know how to navigate this a bit. Cold dishes. Rabbit eaten cold. So now we're moving on to the meat section, so probably warm dishes. This is a bowl steamed pork belly with preserved vinaigrette. The photos are really elegant. I love the food photography in here. I do love the notes and variations throughout this book because there is just so many different ways of preparing these dishes. Sichuan stir-fried bacon. That looks pretty easy. This is only 2 paragraphs of instructions. You probably just throw it all together. That looks amazing. I wonder if you can air fry that. Here we have spicy steamed beef with rice meal. I think I might have to make this pretty soon. Lunar New Year will be coming up pretty soon, and I'm just trying to explore different dishes that I might be able to make too myself. This is a dry braised beef tendon recipe. It looks so good, like spicy, delicious. Dry fried chicken. This is a fish fragrant fried chicken. Let's move up a little bit more. Ooh, wow, I'm seeing a lot of cool fish dishes. So we're going to the seafood and fish section. Look at that beautiful photo. I wish it gave us where this exactly is. This is the fish braised in chile bean sauce. Ooh, this looks really yummy too. I'll turn back and show you, or at least tell you what this is as well. This is a boiled fish in seething sea of chilies. as you can tell. That looks really tasty. This looks interesting. A dried braised fish with pork and spicy sauce. And sweet and sour crispy fish. I've never, but I want to make a whole fish one day, and this is definitely inspiring me to do that. This is gong bao shrimp with cashews. Let's move forward to a different chapter. We have a tofu chapter. So home style tofu. This looks like a bunch of different sides you can put together. It's called Mount Amai Spicy Silken Tofu. And you can make one bowl like this with all of these different ingredients. That would be really fun. So you can mix and match. You can have things in there or not. There are descriptions, by the way, throughout this book that talk about some of the regions. Like for this one, it talks about different vegetables that specifically grow in that particular area, and what vegetables Sichuanese people enjoy, or what's predominantly used in the cooking. So this is more vegetable dishes. This is the fish fragrant eggplant. Just because it's a vegetable dish does not necessarily mean it's vegetarian, just by the way. We have stir-fried water spinach with chilies and Sichuan pepper. Love this photo. It's really stunning. This is a stir-fried garlic stems with smoked bacon. Yum. It looks good. Crossing the river Choi Sum. So this is let's see. So Choi Sum is a leafy green. You can use other leafy greens as well. I don't know if bok choy would work, but it might. Stir-fried amaranth leaves with garlic. So I have been taking a peek at some of the ingredients, like this stewed baby taro with greens. Some of these ingredients might not be available to everybody. You might have to go to an Asian market. We're really fortunate in the Pacific Northwest we actually, in a lot of our supermarkets, we get some of these ingredients, but we're surrounded by really amazing markets too. So just be aware of that. You could probably find some of these ingredients on Amazon or ship somewhere else, like a spice market. This is a simple choy sum soup. Beautiful and simple. Here's some rice dishes. This is just a plain white rice. Well, we don't need to know about just plain white rice. Let's move to something different. I'm hoping to find at least one picture. Whoa, 8 treasure black rice porridge. That looks good. This looks like it would be a dessert. It's a nutritious breakfast. Actually, it sounds so good. It's got goji berries, Chinese dates. We also have a noodle section, which I have a guilty pleasure for noodles. Traditional dan dan noodles. I love dan dan, and I'm going to make it specifically from this cookbook because some of the other ones that I think have maybe less ingredients, but I want more authenticity. This is the Chongqing small noodle. Also looks awesome. I can't tell if these are like mushrooms. Those would be the little cute ones. We have handmade Sweetwater noodles. Sweet and sour, or sour and hot sweet potato noodles. This is another one that I really want to try. And here I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Ooh, that looks really good. These are the small eats. So this is a Chengdu wonton with dried chili sauce. That looks really yummy, but there's a ton of other beautiful dumplings in here. Steamed pork and pumpkin dumpling. I wish they had some step-by-step photos on how to get these to look as beautiful as they do. Steamed buns with spicy bean sprout stuffing. Moving forward a bit, we have preserved foods, Sichuan pickled vegetables, stuff that would be really easy so you can make your own Sichuan pantry at home. Homemade bacon with Sichuan flavorings. Yum. I need to try that too. Up my bacon. And here's some sweet dishes. We have sweet cooked white rice pudding with pork fat. Yum. We also have 3 big bangs. and then seasonings and stock, so that you can make some of these things at home versus trying to find them at a grocery store. So check these out. This is a cool book. This is the Food of Sichuan. I'm really excited to actually dig into this myself. Having celiac, I'm definitely gonna have to be really careful, especially with like soy sauce and stuff like that. But I'm glad that they have those pantry staples at the end, so maybe I can make some of this stuff gluten-free if I need to. So check this out if you are looking for something a little more authentic and want to learn more about the Sichuan region cooking style for sure. If you're looking for some other Chinese dishes or cookbooks, make sure to check out our playlists that we have, and to join us on our other socials. Those are listed down in the description below. If there are cookbooks you want us to look through, make sure to give us a comment, subscribe, and let us know what you want to see next time. Thanks so much.